Here is an update to that anchored VWAP tutorial that I gave for the trading strategy video that I made a couple of days back. This was a key time, a crucial time for these anchored VWAPs that were drawn at key areas. I'll just recall real quick that this was the Trump pump. I anchored the VWAP below the Trump pump, and you can see how it stayed relevant until we get in this pullback right now, which is at the end of the year, the Q4, which I've been warning about, that could be a local top for a correction in Q1's price action. So instead of FOMOing, I use the anchored VWAP as stated before, keep me from FOMOing and to wait for a pullback. This can help long-term swing traders and day traders also make trades, as these anchored VWAPs can be dynamic support and resistance, as we've seen right here. So my method as a pullback trader is to buy below the VWAP, which I didn't go heavy yet because I wanted to buy lower at this support area, or this support area, 90K or 85K. or anywhere in between there. You can go back to my previous video and you will see why, or any of my previous videos, like the last 3 videos, you can see why. But right now I'm going to keep the topic on these anchored VWAPs. So you can see this acted as a dynamic support. Let's go down to the smaller time frames and just see how the price action came into the anchor VWAP. The green line came below it, which was cool. I could have gambled right there, but I didn't because my targets weren't hit. And you can see price started trending. You want to see price trending above the anchor VWAP. That is one of the methods that you use, or you can look for the pullbacks below the VWAP. So this is on the hourly time frame, and I'll show you where I just made my most recent plays. So now we're on the 15-minute time frame, and you can see this higher high and higher low formation being made. So I waited for a pullback, and I was using the Bollinger Bands for this. I ran a scalp right here, and then another scalp I entered when I saw this channel being formed, making higher lows and higher highs, even tighter channel. And it stayed above the 20 of the Bollinger Bands, the 20 period moving average. That's the middle bias of the Bollinger Bands, until you can see at New York Open, price came almost touched this resistance, which is, guess what? The anchored VWAP from the 108K top. So you can already see that this is becoming a resistance, and I closed my trade. I wasn't greedy. I saw some divergences on the oscillators. You can also see the volume shrunk down. The little green volume bars where my cursor is, they started shrinking. So for right now, I mean, I just wasn't being greedy. I could see this touching this anchored VWAP and going above it. I really wanted to close above, and I'll show you why. Because if this is going to be a continuation downtrend, if key levels can't be broken above the anchored VWAP, then I will be looking to go short. As I said in the previous tutorial, I like to buy below the anchored VWAP, and I like to sell above. And that is what the institutional traders, the big money guys, that's what they like to do as well. So I try to follow their methods, and this is where I anchored the daily above that local top on the daily time frame at 108K. And you can see price came below it and wicked back above, got rejected. This is the daily. And also one more time right here where my cursor is, around the 99K area. Price came above it, wicked, had rejections, another wick, and closed below. Let's go down to the smaller time frames to see what these rejections would look like. So this is the hourly time frame, and you can see price came and almost touched it, but we had a little double top formation going on right there. Then we started a series of lower highs and lower lows trending below that anchored VWAP. Price came down to the Trump pump VWAP, acted as support. Now we're coming back up to that rejection. Top rejection right here, hourly rejection, 2 more hourly rejections. Look at all these rejections. And I don't know, this might have been a divergence right here on some oscillators. You can definitely see these green volume bars were high right here. Price kept going up, the volume got lower. So as you know, if you've been following me, you know I'm a serious volume indicator trader. Like, this is the piece that can't lie to you when price is moving on any time frames. I don't care who's manipulating the market, the volume will tell the story. So in this case, on this hourly time frame, price got rejected. You can see that on the volume. Now price came back down, kept that lower highs and lower lows trend, bounced off of the lower VWAP. And here we go again. So this is where I took my trades in this area, and I just recently closed this morning at New York Open. I don't want to say I should. I was using 50x leverage, and I made a great play. So I didn't want to be greedy, and I closed, but I am looking for a short position above the anchored VWAP. I would like to sell from above here, and I want to know if the big players will be selling from above there. Let's go back to the daily time frame. I want to show what many people call a supply zone. So this candle right here, this last bullish candle, green last bullish candle, many people call that supply zone. A small candle followed by a very large candle, very large move selling off. Some people call that a supply zone where sellers are, big institutional sellers. So this is where I was wanting to look for rejections above the VWAP, also in this area of this green candle before this large red candle. So that's some confluences. We can also see for right now, I mean, this is the daily time frame. So these volume bars, also this green candle has a long way to go. We still have 7.5 hours, but this was holiday. So volume should have been low for, you know, America, because everything's closed, bank holiday. But for right now, there's still a volume divergence. So we're open January 2nd. The market is open, and I would like to see volume coming in if this is going to be a continuation and breakthrough. But really, I'm planning to short, but I just have to see what's going to happen. I really want to see if price is going to come above this anchored VWAP for right now, which has been a dynamic resistance, and I can see it happening. We have order blocks right here, bearish order blocks, plus that daily time frame supply zone. So we're going to see what happens with volume on the lower time frames and oscillators like the RSI and the stochastic. I have plenty of videos that show how I use those, looking for divergences as well. So I just want to make this update and show the trades that I took using these two anchored VWAPs, the Trump pump support for right now, and also the 108K top anchor VWAP that has been resistance. This is the exchange that I trade on. You can see my buy and my sell. That was my first scalp that I ran at 50X when I saw the trend forming using the Bollinger Bands. These Bollinger Bands show on the exchange as well, BitUnix. So this is my actual entry, a buy and a sell. And then here's another. This was the one that I closed this morning. Another buy, the B, and the sell right there at 97,414, 105% profit using 50X leverage. So that was my last trade right there. So I made two trades. One was very small and one was much larger, but I was getting in on that trend. And when I'm using 50X leverage, you know, I'm playing very aggressively. If anything starts going against me, I'll close it fast. I'll try to break even, and then I'll re-enter because I do have my bias. I just don't want to get liquidated and, you know, keep winning. So first one was a small win minus fees. It wasn't really that much, but that second one, I got back in after I saw that higher low formed off the rejection of the Bollinger Band. Boom, went to sleep peacefully because I just saw, before I went to sleep, I saw that middle bias of the Bollinger Band, that little green line in the middle, that was acting as a good support. So I found the little micro trends in, you know, when the price went above that support VWAP. And I'll end this video with that. I just wanted to show that I live this life. You can see my entries on the chart right here. 2 wins, 1 small one, and then a nice big one at 50X leverage. I don't just make content. I like to say that I actually live this life. Here are my plays. You can't fake this. It's real time. My entries on the chart plus my trade screen win. So this is how you can use the anchored VWAP for intraday trading as well as swing trading, as I stated in my previous video. This will probably be my last video that I make on this subject, because this was actually something that I have a whole suite of my personal training videos that I have for my trading team members, but they're on YouTube on a hidden playlist that is straight up training tutorials. This was going to be one of those, but as I said, this is a gift that I'm giving to people who actually pay attention to me. I know a lot of people subscribe. Not many people like my videos, but I can see my view counts and my analytics. People are using my videos, which is cool. I'm happy. That's what I want. So this was like a gift to anybody that follows me or watches my videos, where they like them. Like literally click like on them or don't. I just feel like it's still helping me, you know, by getting the views. So this was my 25 New Year's gift to anyone, and I appreciate y'all. You can always hit me up on Telegram at only1cryptofuse. That's my direct DM, or you can comment under a post if you would like to join my trading team. I give USDT cash back as a partner if you join me on my trading team on my exchange. No other influencers do this, and not even all the influencers have this type of play. They have affiliate codes, but not all of them can do what I do and make you an actual partner to get a huge chunk of your trading fees refunded to you in the form of USDT cash back. It's like a cashback credit card. This money is delivered to you. This isn't just a discount on your trading fees. You actually get that money delivered back to you in your spot account, and you can do whatever you want with it as far as trading it on futures or spot or sending it back home. So with that being in mind, I will end this video, and I wish everybody much prosperity in 25. You know I will be prosperous because I practice what I preach, and I have trading strategies that I follow. I hope you do the same. Peace.